Begin with the Constitution Review Committee, which is proposing a one-year extension of Ghana's presidential term, recommending a shift from the current four-year tenure to allow government more time to govern effectively. Presenting the committee's report to President John Mahama on Monday, December 22, Chairman of the committee, Professor Henry Kwesi Prempeh, clarified that the proposal does not include a third-term option for presidents. ChannelOne News' presidential correspondent Akosia Otri reports.
The 8-member committee, chaired by Professor H. Kwesi Prempeh, was tasked with reviewing the 1992 Constitution. Since January, the team has engaged in wide consultations with relevant stakeholders across the country. A key recommendation in the report submitted to the government is a call for the introduction of another year for the presidential term.
We couldn't find a place for a third term for the president. We looked and looked and looked. We couldn't find. I mean, we realized that the president himself doesn't like it. Nobody really seems to like it. There wasn't much of a demand for it at all. The only thing about that was the invitation for us to clarify ambiguity, and we didn't even want to go there. We didn't think that 66.2 raised any issues in terms of ambiguity, so we kept it the way it is. However, we believe we took to heart the recommendations that we got from many of the eminent persons that we met, including some who have occupied your seat, that the four-year term was short. It was too short. And we also then learned that the emerging global norm was 5. And that even in the region, we in Nigeria have the lowest. I mean, 4 is pretty low. So we're proposing an extension by 1 more year. We have coupled that with certain recommendations on in the area of campaigning, because the claim was that the president takes about 6 months or so to set up, and then 1 year campaigning and all of that.
The proposed reforms include changes to the Council of State, the election of MMDCs, and the cancellation of year-round political campaigns.
We are proposing a campaign season, a short one, so that government will have time to govern, and that the people we elect to do the government's business will really have time to focus on governing as opposed to doing campaigning. So for the first time, we hope, if this is accepted, that we will have a political or electoral environment where campaigns, we do not run 24-hour, 24/7, 4-year campaigns, but where there is a definite period before which parties and candidates may not do campaigning.